vacation in the Keweenaw Peninsula of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we are currently camping at the McLain State Park, which is right alongside Lake Superior, and we're having a really wonderful time. Today we're going out and about and traveling through some small towns in the area just to see what there is to see.
So one of the things that Trisha and I commented to each other is we always want to visit Mackinac Island, and we have visited so many times that we feel like we really need to get to the rest of the Upper Peninsula. So we're working our way around counterclockwise, and Keweenaw Peninsula is not as far west as you can get, but it's close, and it is basically sort of pointing towards Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, and Isleroyale. And then the campground that we're at is on the western shore of that peninsula. So today we're continuing on the western shore, heading north. We're going to Eagle River and Eagle Harbor today, and then Copper Harbor tomorrow. Right now we're standing at the location of a historic bridge, the Eagle River Bridge. So this area was boomtown when the copper mining was at its greatest. And basically around the 1840 to 1890 time period, a lot of the things that we're looking at today are dated around 1862. There's an interesting fact that there was more value in copper pulled out of this area during those years than gold in the gold rush of San Francisco in 1849.
Amazing.
So it's really amazing. But it's a very interesting place. If you ever get up here, nice cool breezes, beautiful sunshine, beautiful water, beautiful sunsets, and a lot of history. Just a lot of interesting things to do.
Yeah, so we're going to look for, what was the name of the place with the jelly and jams?
Oh, yes. Well, you'll see later in the video. We are going to some places. There's the Jampot Bakery. There's a little shop called the Jamlady. We're going to go try to see the Eagleharborlighthouse and those kind of things. So you'll see those as the video progresses. So we are in Copper Harbor, Michigan, and there is a lighthouse that is open to the public. It is sitting on a piece of property completely surrounded by private property, so there's no way to get to it other than by boat. We have snagged a couple of tickets on a local charter boat to get us here, and we're about ready to go through the lighthouse itself. 3, quite a few more lights.
So Harry and I are on the island still where the lighthouse is, and we're chasing down where there's supposed to be a copper vein heading out into Lake Superior. We believe we've found it, but as we are standing here, we also notice that there's a large boat coming, and we believe that it's one of the ferries that takes you from Copper Harbor out to Isleroyale. So hopefully this is it. So it's possible that that was one of the ferries. I couldn't see the lettering on the side of the boat, but we actually went out to Isleroyale many years ago.
24 years ago.
24 years ago.
Ferry number 2, and I think they're up to ferry number 4, possibly
4 or 5,
5.
yeah. Anyway, and it was a really neat experience. One of those situations where you get there only by ferry or seaplane. We took the ferry, of course, and you carry in and carry out everything. We were there for how many nights?
4 days and 5 nights.
4 days and 5 nights, and it was a really neat experience. So one of the things that we discovered was that while we were on the boat heading over to the lighthouse there in Copper Harbor, there was a group of people on the boat with us. And one of the gentlemen that was on the boat was Daryl Ortell, who's with the Great Lakes Shipwrecks and he and his crew go around and discover shipwrecks in the Great Lakes. And he was telling us that he and his crew were featured on a recent episode of the Joshgates Expeditionunknown. And so I will put a link up here in the description. I'm not sure which side. Anyway, up at the top, there's a link to that episode if you want to check it out. But it was just really cool to meet them. Didn't really get a chance to talk with them much because it was a very quick boat ride over to the the island where the lighthouse was and then back. But it was just kind of neat to meet these people. They're really nice, and get to hear what they do, and then to be able to watch that particular episode with them on it. It's another great day in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in the Keweenaw Peninsula area. And today we are going out again and looking at a bunch of things to see and do. We just came from Calumet and bought some coffee from the Keweenaw Coffee Company, yeah. So they're right there local in Calumet, and roast their own coffee and have all kinds of different blends. I got the Upper blend, and you got the Straits blend.
The Straits,
yeah,
right? And then previously we'd gotten some Borealis blend.
It's a dark, that one there. Anyway, we're looking forward to trying those coffees. We think that they'll be really good. Right now we are standing in front of Jacobsfalls, which is off of
Route 26.
Route 26,
as
yeah.
you're entering Eagle River.
Yeah.
Which is a town, Eagle River.
Right, so just a little bit past Mohawk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyhow, so we're gonna check out these falls. They look really beautiful. It's right off the side of the road, so if you're speeding through here, you're gonna miss it. And then afterward, just past the falls is a little place called the Jampot, and they have jam there. We're thinking that they have bakery goods as well. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that, and maybe get something to munch on until we can grab some lunch somewhere. So the other day, when we were more closer to the Mohawk area before we got to Eagle River, we went to the Jamlady and we bought some jellies, and one of the ones that we got was thimbleberry, and I had never tried it before. I don't think Harry had either, but it was really good and very light and delicate, not very sweet. And look what we found alongside the road. Thimbleberries. This season they're late because of the cold, the unusual cold spring that they had. So we had jelly from last year's berries, but apparently they grow wild all over this Keweenaw area of the Upper Peninsula, and the lady that made that jelly did a really good job. It was very yummy, and we're actually have some left over to take home to enjoy later. So we scored some goodies here at the Jampot. Harry found a fruit mix bag that has blueberries, cherries, cranberries, pineapple, and some raisins. So that'll be really good and yummy. And I especially appreciate that there aren't any nuts in here because I have nut allergies, and it's so hard for me to find something like this that doesn't contain nuts. So I was really excited about a fruit mix. And then we got some jam, of course, here at the Jampot. This is a blueberry brandied peach conserve, and so that sounds incredibly yummy. And we found some baked goods, so there's oatmeal raisin cookies, and then we got some muffins that we're going to share. One is carrot cake and the other one is gingerbread. So Harry's bringing us some napkins and forks, and we're gonna dig in. So after we finished our goodies from the Jampot, which were really delicious, we stopped off up in Eagle Harbor, and we are now touring the Eagle Harbor Museum and the Eagle Harbor Commercial Fishing Museum, and also the Eagle Harbor Lighthouse. around. We'll head back down. Thank you for joining us for part 1 of our trip to the Keweenaw Peninsula in Michigan. Be sure to watch part 2 of our trip where we take in the beautiful sunsets over Lake Superior, visit a dog beach where Bailey and Savannah dip their paws into Lake Superior, visit Quincy Mine, and also Fort Wilkinson. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. It's free to do, and it really helps our channel to grow. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave us some comments below. Until we see you next time, remember to be genuine with your love, be present with those in your life, and live each day with grace.